Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Hey, good morning, folks.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat.
Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are.
There it is, team. Morning. Morning, wherever you're tuning in from today.
Early bird gets the worm, they say. Here at Positive, we offer a 6-star team. It's a team that help you at every stage of your wealth creation journey.
Good morning, everyone. I'll get that music down for us. Morning. Wednesday, 28th of May. Hope you're well. Hope you are nice and warm. You got your coffee here, and thanks for tuning in again. Another episode, Wealth Coffee Chats, Property Management Edition. Hey, listen, if you've been around before, welcome back. If you don't know me, haven't seen me before, Sjostedt is my name, representing the Property Management Group as part of the R&W and Collective team. Here to maybe bust some myths, chat all things property management. From time to time, we talk about the rental market. We talk about how to hold your property through that consolidation phase. At the end of the day, team, my job, if you don't already know, is to help you keep you safe and help you maintain and grow your wealth. We do that through property, of course, part of the collective team with all your 6-star group, your 6-star team. And today, listen, I thought we'd deep dive into a topic, a bit of a statistic. If you don't know me, I like a bit of data, and I saw this pop up yesterday. 22% of property investors sold after 12 months. And I figured, hey, I sort of spoke to myself in that tune. Hey, am I on track? If I'm not, what am I going to do about it? And it got me thinking to 2024. For those that do know us, we look after a range of clients, 1,500 plus now across Brisbane, Southeast Queensland and Melbourne, and now Canberra for that matter. And across that, you meet 1,500 plus clients, 1,500 plus properties, and you get to learn a thing or two on what works and what doesn't. And I'll tell you what, in 2024, we had 70 plus properties go to market and sell, exit out of people's portfolio. And for the most part, team, I think, yes, we sell, sell strategically when you need to, depending on the situation, of course. And I think there was a majority of those that did that. But of course, I think there are probably a few in there that would like to be holding on to that property. And I thought we'd just chat about that statistic this morning. Sort of my first thoughts around that. Like I say, I tried to look at compare to what. You try to look at your own situation, your own portfolio. What are you doing? What are you doing next for the rest of 2025? Because, we are basically 6 months into the year, team. I don't know about you, but it's absolutely flying. There you go. So I can see for you guys already on. Kevin, thanks very much, mate. Good evening to you. Good morning from me. And team, maybe put a yes in the chat. Who here is coming to the Property Summit in a couple of weeks, I believe, 13th to the 15th of June. If you're coming along, put a yes in the chat. Love to know if we're going to hang out down on the Gold Coast at the JW Marriott. And if you're not, that's okay. There's still time to grab a seat grab a ticket, come along and meet the Six Star team, hosted by the one and only Jason Witten. But team, look, before we get into it, like I say, if you don't know what the Property Summit is, if you're looking to get a quick understanding on what that is, I'm going to play a quick intro, bit of information on that. Might even highlight the property game, and then we'll come back and get into it, hey?
All right, this is going to be fun. Who has played the property game before? Who has been in the game? Who's never played the property game before? Oh, you're in for a treat. Who likes Monopoly? Did anyone like Monopoly when they were a kid? Well, this is Monopoly in real life in this room. Every hour or so, you guys are going to be up and you're going to be running around the room like maniacs trying to play the property game and win the property game.
Today, I wanted to share the lessons, the mistakes, and the wins.
I want everybody to put up their hands who knows their interest rates on all their loans right now.
If you haven't seen me around before, like 13 years in the industry, in property management specifically.
Who likes paying tax? If you need help finding somewhere to donate, I'm sure I can find somewhere else where it can go.
No, we've got an expression in that, let's go and make new mistakes in the world. Who wants to make new mistakes?
These are just strategic moves that can make such a big difference.
So obviously buy well, never sell. Definitely the majority of what everyone's looking to do is collect some A-grade assets, B-grade assets, whatever it might be.
I loved the idea of being a property investor and developing that identity.
Collectively, they have way more years experience in everything that you think you're trying to solve. Because they do it every single day.
There it is, team. A little bit about the Property Summit. Like I say, if you're coming along, fantastic. I think we've got over 200 people coming, so don't miss out, team. 13th to 15th of June, we'll put a link in the chat shortly. But hey, let's rip in. I know we're short on time. 22% of property investors sold after 12 months. Really interesting. I thought, given some of the experience we have had as a business and collectively, across the industry, talking to other colleagues, other people in the industry. It's an interesting statistic, and I just want to break it down for you guys this morning. Maybe you guys got some questions. Maybe this is something you're considering and you want to find out what to do next. So let's rip in. My first thought around this team was, hey, listen, like, how do you grow wealth if you don't have any assets? That was kind of my first thought. Don't know about you guys, but I think what we've where my perspective is at with it, I think the rental market and property investors, there's a split between short-term traders and long-term investors. And what I mean by that is purely time in the market. And this statistic, as I said, 22% of properties are sold just after 12 months. And the average hold for a property investor on a property is 3.9 years. I could swear there was a time that was probably double. But anyway, 3.9 years is the average tenure that a property investor holds their property. And what's interesting here, I think, as well, is I found there's a huge stat. If I look on my sheet, no, maybe I don't have it here at this moment in time. Oh, no, there it is. So the Australian Housing and Urban Research Institute says they also discovered 28% of landlords provided rental properties for more than 20 plus years. And so I guess this is the perspective of, hey, are we a short-term trader when it comes to property investing, or are we looking for that long-term strategy, 15, 20 plus years? What separates those long-term investors from the daytime traders is an interesting point, because I got to thinking, we had 70 properties sell within our business last year. Like I say, most sold strategically. Some, like I say, probably wish they held on, given what we think is coming in the next 6 to 12 months. But hey, life happens. And I thought to myself, as these properties from our business sell and across the industry and property investors, and again, 22% of the investors will just sell after 12 months. What's the impact on the tenants? What's the impact on your rental return? What is the impact moving forward for you and your property manager? Well, number one, obviously, it's quite disruptive for the tenants through that sale process. But I think as investment or as supply exits the market, right, it does tend to tighten vacancy rates. And we continue to see tightened vacancy rates across the capital cities. That is something that is quite true. We know that there is more demand than supply. Does that have an impact on affordability? Potentially, yeah, I guess it would. If supply continues to be low and vacancy rates continue to tighten, we are still seeing a competitive market where we are getting a number of people inquire on property, again, regardless of the location. And then there's this, I guess, feeling around, for tenants, how secure am I at this particular property? What does that lease agreement mean? Sometimes team that paper, it's just a piece of paper sometimes, right? But interesting enough, what it said was people aged between 25 and 34 are more likely to buy, but also more likely to sell. And I was like, that's interesting. Why are they more likely to sell? Now, I think, as I said, I'm just talking from experience of 2024 and all the clients and all the groups and people in the industry that sold, and the feedback I hear. You could put it down to holding costs, right? We had a lot of interest rate rises. You could put it down to maintenance, upkeep. Properties are under rented. I think your property manager is super important. You are getting market value and not under rented, because that's going to cause some issues down the track if you're not maximizing your rental return. And I think life gets in the way sometimes, right? Relationships, work, people's lifestyle choices. So what is our accountability to be that long-term investor, or are we just a day trader? Are we going to be part of that statistic that holds it for 1 to 2 years and then moves the property on? I think there was a stat, I don't think I wrote it down, but I did read, I think whilst they say 22% sell after the first 12 months, they say half of the investors sell after 2 years, was just even more alarming, to the point of, what impact that might have on rents, what impact that might have on supply. So, team, what's the fix? I don't know about you. I don't think I had the fix, but you hear government talk about rent freezes. I think that's rubbish. That's not going to work. That's not going to help anyone. There's certainly government policy, fiscal policy out there to help people get in the market when we talk about first home buyers grants and stamp duty concessions. But hey, what does that look like as an incentive to hold property for a longer period of time? And over the weekend, Sunday and Monday, I attended an ARIC conference, which is the Australian Real Estate Conference. Excuse me, national conference, international speakers, really good place to learn. And some of the things I took out of that, and that I think we can relate back to being a property investor and looking to hold that property for a long period of time, 15 plus years. What I got out of that is, having the right team around you. Be willing and be accountable to continue learning. And at the end of the day, you need to help yourself before you help others. And it was kind of interesting, some of those key items that came across that I related to. And I think, property investment needs to be approached professionally, that's for sure. And I think you need to tailor your strategies that aligns with your situation, right? And so my ultimate catch cry for today, team, is, hey, don't be that 22% that sold after the first 12 months. Work out what your strategy is. The reason I played the Property Summit video this morning, probably more than in previous weeks, is a bit of a reminder to, contact and get in touch and connect with your advisor, like-minded people that's going to help you move forward and help you hold for that long period of time. But hey, if you're a day trader, that's okay too. But hey, listen, reach out to your coach, connect. Strategy meetings are important. With your property management team, you can certainly get, your annual audits done. Look at your rent reviews. Certainly look at, where you can potentially maximize. And it's, at the end of the day, team, keep safe when it comes to these things, because ultimately what we've done here in Wealth Coffee Chats is chat about, hey, when things aren't in place, what happens, right? It can cost you 10, 15, 20 plus $1,000. If you're not getting your rent reviews right, it might only mean $2,000 in the first year, but I tell you what, compound that over a 10-year period, and pretty safe to say, I think everyone will want to fix that one up. So that's kind of the point of the story today, team, is connect with your team. If you can get to the summit, grab a ticket before it's too late. Otherwise, connect with your coach, connect with your property management team, and make sure your strategy's there, team, for the long term. So any questions, punch down below, team. Listen, that's it for Wealth Coffee Chats on a Wednesday. Don't forget, 8:10 tomorrow, financial advising team will be back. Maybe it's Andy or Alex, but I'll leave it there and let you jump back on tomorrow morning, team. Thanks, team.
Thanks for watching another episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6-Star team here at positivementor.com.au.